As things are heating up around the world, they're heating up in the ENS space as well. Just minutes, hours maybe ago, there was $1 million bid placed on Amazon.eth. Now, a couple of things I know you're thinking, $1 million bid. That's a lot of money, but guess what? We're going to talk about why that's not actually a ton of money if it does happen to be Amazon. Also, we're going to go over a couple of things that might lead you to believe this might be a fake bid. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Go! As you guys can see, $1 million bid just got placed on Amazon. This is kind of crazy, okay? Obviously, we've been waiting in the ENS space for $1 million bid for quite some time now. I actually didn't expect it till maybe quarter 3, quarter 4 of this year, but it's already happened. Now, if this is in fact Amazon, a lot of people are saying, well, that's a big amount of money, but it's really not. You know, Amazon actually spends 16.9 billion, nice try, billion with a B dollars per year on advertising. Their marketing budget is huge, okay? That equates to about $47 million a day for ad spend. $1 million for a Web3 domain really is a drop in the bucket for these guys, and definitely is not out of the realm of possibility. If these guys are going to make a marketing play, this would be a great one to do as well. Simply looking at the numbers, Twitter has exploded since this bid came online. Everybody's talking about it. This is a big deal. Obviously, even from the time that I posted my first tweet, 2 hours later, Amazon.eth, the views have gone up 6,000 views, which, I know you guys are thinking, that might not be a lot of views, but for .eth names, that's actually quite a few views, and that means something. Great marketing, great PR, a lot of visibility is going over to the .eth space for people to see these business names. Now, if they were going to make a marketing play for a .eth name, this would be one of the first moves that I would make as a business to do it, because it definitely is going to make a splash. Imagine your $1 million bid getting advertised all across Twitter and all across, well, every single news outlet would pick that thing up. Amazon spends $1 million on their .eth domain. I think that's pretty cool, and it's also going to create a ripple effect across business names across the whole ENS space. This is something that I think would be a powerful move for ENS names in general, but also be a win-win for the company itself. This is a way to say we're entering the Web3 space, and we're going to do it with a little bit of pizzazz, if you know what I mean. Now, a lot of people are saying this might not be Amazon, which may be true. If we look back over the last week, we have a couple of other big name sells. Nike.eth sold. Coke.eth sold. And we have, I think, a couple other huge bids. I'll probably throw up on the screen here that I can't quite remember, but we've had a lot of big business bids sell and get bought up by people that aren't the end buyer of these domains. These are speculators, middlemen. Now, this $1 million bid could possibly be a middleman bid or a fake bid altogether, and you're asking yourself, how do you put out a fake bid? You can't. You actually do have to have the Ethereum in your wallet. But what I mean by fake bid is you tell your buddy, hey, get your $1 million saved up, transfer that over, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a buzz around the Twitterverse to kind of get people to go look at my name, which it has done. 6,000 eyeballs on the name. We're gonna create a buzz so that people go look at the name over on OpenSea and see that, oh my gosh, there is actually $1 million bid. Now, the person holding ENS just won't accept that bid, but it is sitting there for the next 22 hours, give or take, by the time I release this video. Who knows? Now, a couple of other things to note. Amazon.Inc. is headquartered in Washington. Okay, so if they did go ahead and make the bid, it's interesting to note the money did come from Kraken, which Kraken does not allow Washington and New York State to interact with them as a business, meaning you can't deposit money, you can't buy things. So that is one interesting thing of note. But if you go look at the SEC filing as pointed out by one of the members in our B Card Club over on Twitter, you look at the SEC filing, you're gonna go see that they actually are incorporated in Delaware, which is more of one of those easy states to hire or start an LLC or incorporate versus the state of Washington, which is a little more challenging. But we're going to look at that because I think that's important to note. You know what? Amazon is multinational worldwide, and they could have made the bid or put money in Kraken from literally anywhere, but they are headquartered in Washington. So a little bit strange that the money did come from Kraken, but that doesn't matter. The thing that we're going to focus on here is the bid is there, $1 million bid. Now, regardless if that bid is actually officially true or a real bid, an authentic bid from Amazon.com itself, who knows, but also who cares? Because guess what? It's done exactly whatever the bid was supposed to do. It's got people talking about this thing. This is a big deal for the ENS space. And not only do I think that this bid might sit there and go unaccepted because the wallet itself that the bid is against has been sitting there inactive since April, I think that we're going to see more $1 million bids now coming out of the woodworks. This isn't really that far from reality. Once you look at the amount of potential the ENS space has, I mean, look at this. A punk just this week sold for $3 million, give or take 500,000. Who knows what the actual number is? I'll put that on the screen. But this is a punk, a pixelated image with very little. Granted, it is a great brand, and I have nothing against punks. I think they're doing really well. But I mean, if a punk can sell for that much, why can't an ENS name sell for that much? Is all I have to say. I think this is a very cool thing, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it because I think it's a big deal. Watch out. Let's watch and see if this bid gets accepted or not. We're going to find out together, and we're going to see what happens next. Thank you guys so much for dropping by the video. If you like this, I'll be short. What? I'm ending a video.
Are you coming?
No, I'm not coming. I got to go. See you guys later.
Finally. About time.
I know. Let's go.